welcome back to my channel. It's That Proud Black Woman again, and I would like to say a big thank you to all of you that have been watching my videos and those of you that subscribed. I was at 2 days now that I've started this channel. I already got 20 plus subscribers, and I'm really happy that you guys actually listen to me rant on. So one of my new subscribers just suggested that I do a reaction to this video. I haven't seen it before and I haven't heard of the guy before. His name is Emmanuel Acho. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but we'll see what he has to say. All right. Sorry, before we get started, click the like button, subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell so that every time I post awesome videos, you're the first to know, okay? Thank you.
Welcome to the first of hopefully many episodes of Uncomfortable Conversations with the Black Man. And out to me asking, how can I help? How can I join in? How can I stand with you? So I've created this for you because in order to stand with us and people that look like me, you have to be educated on issues that pertain to me and fully educated so that you can feel the full level of pain, so that you can have full understanding. I fervently...
Yeah, I could relate to what he's saying because after my initial video that I put up, a lot of people at work that are white people, more than 10 people, came to me individually asking, how can we help? How can we make things be better? Not just at work, but as an individual in our daily lives, because a lot of these things we don't even know that we're doing it. So could you please tell us how we could help? And I feel that's a big step forward. And if every white person is doing that, the world would be a better place.
Believe that if the white person is your problem, only the white person can be your solution. And so this is made for you, my white brothers and sisters, to increase your level of understanding so that you can increase your level of compassion. Question I've seen a lot of, Emmanuel, why are you all rioting? I understand protesting.
You know, I don't get that. I don't support violence, but I've seen people actually come up to me to ask that, like, why are they destroying places? Why are can't they do a peaceful protest? But I told them the same thing I'm going to tell you guys. There's no matter how you keep oppressing somebody, at some point, they're going to get to their breaking point and they're going to come at you. I think for 400 years, we've been complaining, we've been peacefully protesting, we've been crying out with our voice, but it wasn't heard until this breaking point, where people said, you know what, this is not going to make them feel better, but at least they're doing something to get attention. And I think it's working. Disclaimer, I don't support violence. But at some point, people just can't take it anymore. They're willing to employ any means that will get them attention, that will make things to change for good.
But why riot? And to that, I submit this. MLK said that rioting is the language of the unheard. For years, black people have tried peacefully protesting, going back to 1965 and before with the Selma March, and that didn't work. And then in 2016, Colin Kaepernick, he took a knee, and that agenda got moved to a flag, which was never the case. Because black people and hurt people are trying to get the attention of the oppressed.
You see, this guy is so brilliant because I already said that, which means we think alike.
They're trying to raise awareness of the oppression. I was biking around Lake Austin the other day, and there was a white girl about 15 meters ahead of me. And as I'm on my bike, I say to her, on your left, because I want to notify her I'm coming so that she can change her course of action. And as I approach her, I yell, on your left, and we collide.
Wow. Did you see that analogy, or did you miss it? The analogy is about the black race and the white race. See, we're all going, and we've been yelling, we've been screaming, we've been raising our voices for more than 400 years. But the white people and those in government, those that could change policies, they had headphones on. They couldn't hear us yell until COVID-19 happened, until people turned back and there's a collision. Wow. I like this guy. I think I'm going to subscribe to him.
My goal was never to hit her, but because she had her headphones in, she didn't hear me, and so she didn't change her course of action. I believe that that's the same thing black people are doing now.
Oh my goodness, exactly what I just explained. Like, that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
These were yelling, we're oppressed. But the course of action wasn't changed. And so we again yell, we're oppressed, but the course of action wasn't changed. And so again, we yell, we're oppressed. And now you see the collision that's occurred in America. So while I don't condone rioting, and I'm sure you don't either, because for the most part, black people and others that are looting and rioting destructively, they're burning down their own homes.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, when we're rioting, we're not going to the white neighborhoods. It's our neighborhood, it's our banks, it's our shops, it's our businesses that we're burning down. But at this point, people are willing to do whatever it takes to get lasting policies, to get this racism, systemic bias, to get it cured. Wow, this is powerful.
But when you think about the 5 different stages of grief, you come up to one stage, which is called anger. And sometimes emotions, they don't know it's not going to change anything. You're actually harming yourself. But sometimes pain and hurt, it doesn't know how to express itself. You know, another question I get from my white friend.
That's what I said. Like, at this point, people don't care about if they don't want to feel, it's not like it's going to make them feel better, but they just want their voices to be heard. That's all. Wow.
They ask me, why do you think white privilege exists? And I say this, if you and I were in a race, and the official at the start line, they held me back for the first 200 meters. And you had a 200-meter then head start. The only way to level out that race is to either stop you from running or put me on a golf cart and catch you up and catch myself up.
Exactly. 400 years, they've held us back. And now at this point, they release us to run the race with those that have been running and training for 400 years. That's not fair. At this point, it's a jet we need, a jet to propel us forward, to be able to meet up. So we have a lot of work to do concerning the social injustice that has been meted upon our ancestors for so long. So just decreeing a law that anti-racism doesn't cure the racism and the effects that the racism has had for so long. Wow.
Well, you see, what we've done in America is we've simply said, okay, Emmanuel, you're now free to run. And we've acted as if it's a fair race. When in all honesty, black people were held back for hundreds of years. And so if in the late 1960s we say, okay, black people, you can go now, that's not a fair race. LBJ, he said it best when he said, you can't shackle and chain someone for hundreds of years, liberate them to freely compete with the rest, and still justly believe that you've been fair. So white privilege it's having a head start due to hundreds and hundreds of years of systematic and systemic racism. It's having a head start intrinsically built into your life. It's not saying your life hasn't been hard, but what it's saying is your skin color hasn't contributed.
Exactly what I was talking about. I had the same conversation with another guy because he kind of took offense saying that we always say that they are privileged, that they work as hard, like nothing fell into their laps. And I said, don't take offense to that. What we're not saying that you're not struggling. We're just saying that you have one less thing to worry about, which is the color of your skin. Our color of the skin can change. Even if we bleach the color of our skin, it still shows that you're black. So at the end of the day, we have to worry about struggling as well as the color of our skin. So because you don't have to worry about that, it already gives you a head start. It already gives you that much of a privilege. So this is what we're talking about.
Neighborhood in Austin, Texas. And if I ever go to my mailbox and I see a white woman walking up to the mailbox, I consciously sit in my car because I don't want her to feel like I'm a threat.
Yeah.
If I'm on an elevator with a white person, I try to hit the button first and get off the elevator first because I don't want them to perceive.
Like, everybody has one story or the other, no matter how tiny it is. I don't want this video to drag on. We could get the gist of what he's trying to say. So I'm just going to forward it a little bit and see how he ends this. But before then, I'm just going to say the same thing that I said with all the white people that came to meet me for conversation. And I said, there are 3 things that you could do to help. First of all is be an ally. If you see something, say something. Do your part. Let your voice be heard on behalf, like stand in solidarity with the black people. When you see that they are being oppressed and you're in the position to help. Sometimes closing your eyes to an injustice means that you are aiding and abetting it, and it makes you racist as well. Another thing is educate yourself. Stop asking silly questions. Educate yourself. Go online. There's a lot of things on social media. There's a lot of things on mass media. There's a lot of things everywhere that you can educate yourself to. Familiarize yourself with the struggles of Black people. To know why they are going through what they're going through. And be able to acknowledge their pain. Acknowledge what they're going through. Acknowledge all the history behind them. And that's the only way you'll be able to say that you are speaking up for Black people. And that's the way we can put racism to rest. Let's just see how it...
Camera phones didn't exist. Black on black crime is an issue. But if you do the research, high violent crimes are all interracial. So it's not that we don't care. But it's the same issue as why y'all saying Black Lives Matter when all lives matter. We understand all lives matter. But right now, Black people are dying at the hands of white people. And I can't change that. Only you, my white friends, y'all can change that. So if you want to know, how can you help? How can you stand?
I like his spirit. I like his passion. The way he presented his speech. I wish I could be that vocal, that confident. It carried us along all through the steps. I'm sorry that I had to forward it, but I don't want this video to be so long that people start to lose interest, because a lot of people don't like long videos. But thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next post. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, comment. Give me suggestions of what you want me to do on my to review, or give me suggestions of topics that you want me to talk about. All right. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time. Turn on notification bell so you get notified the next time I post my video.